Hello, Aaron Wills again, bringing you another random rambling video. I started this on Sunday, the 6th day of October in 2024 at 1:13 p.m. Along with welcoming you to my channel, allow me to thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe before sharing this video and turning on the post notification bell. That would be very much appreciated. I always get video bombed, even though my roommates say they don't want to be on video. They always, as soon as I tell them making a video, the first thing they do is walk the fuck in front of the camera. And then I can't upload shit. Today marks the 2-week period in which I've not been dressed. I've been in a gown for the last 2 weeks because 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago they discovered bed bugs in our room. They took all of my clothes, they took all of our clothes out. I've been on camera like 10 times already. You keep walking back and forth.
Oh, I didn't know.
You didn't know you keep walking back and forth?
I didn't know you were on camera.
Oh. Stay there and you're safe. They took everybody's clothes out of here to get washed except mine the first time. Then they came back to get mine a while later, and since then, they've not come back. I'm hoping tomorrow I'll get my clothes back. But as of right now, I'm wearing Johnny's. I got one shirt they gave me, and I've worn that shirt for 2 weeks now. That way my fat hairy back doesn't hang out in the back of my robe. My gown, I mean. My hospital gown, or my Johnny, whatever you call it. Not whatever you call it, whatever you call it is what I meant to say.
Lebanon and Syria are going through political upheaval and anyone trying to import products from the region would have been dealing with increasing logistical challenges.
I've got some wicked sinuses going on. Every time the weather goes from hot to cold, or vice versa, I develop some bad sinuses. Happens every year. So I'll get over them soon. Once it's officially cold, I'll get over them. But then, by spring, or when spring hits, I'll get them all over again. And they suck during the time I have them, but then it's such a relief when it goes away. But the other day, I couldn't keep my nose from filling up with snot. It was just draining from my sinuses, which I think are up here. It was just, as soon as I blowed my nose, it just drained right back and filled my nose back up with mucus. Snot, I guess you would call it. I think your sinuses are right here, up here, aren't they? I think so, I don't know.
Suddenly, Sheldon realizes this obscure snack might be the key to unlocking the dream he's been chasing.
His really big idea was to take
Wish I knew what to talk about. I would probably do it. Since I'm making these random rambling videos again, I remember now why I stopped doing these in favor of making reaction videos. It's because I have no clue what to talk about on here anymore. Not that I ever had anything to talk about. What I need to do is start watching the news more often. I have to get caught up on all the times there's an assassination attempt on Trump. I think he's up to 2. But unless I missed a couple while I haven't watched the news. I know about the attempt on the podium. And then apparently they're calling the one on the golf course an official attempt on his life. Attempted assassination.
his brother had processed cheese
they're scared. They know he's going to win the election, and now they're scared. They're scared.
It just wasn't, and that was a real barrier to growth.
Even at the risk of losing even more subscribers, I'll tell you, I'm going to vote for Trump, probably. Well, definitely. There's exactly no chance of me voting for Kamala Harris. That's what I mean. There's no, and those are the only two candidates. Trump and Harris. I'm not voting for her for sure. Plus, I think even if he was up against Joe Biden, I know I would vote for Trump. Pretty much whomever he was up against, unless Bill Clinton came back and ran again, which I don't think he can. He already served his 2 terms. I did vote for Hillary the first time when Trump was running. I don't think anyone suspected Trump would win that race, but then he came into office and he did a very good job, in my opinion. I think he did a fantastic job. He got the economy to the best it's ever been in this country, and perhaps the best economy in the history of the world. That's what I've heard. I'm sure the Romans had a pretty strong economy at some point, but apparently not as strong as Trump's economy here in the United States during his first term. Well, he's only had 1 term so far, but he has a chance for a 2nd term now. Now everybody was worried about Joe Biden's age, but what about Trump's age? Has he been... he was calling somebody Nancy Pelosi over and over when it was someone different. I heard. I don't know, I didn't see it, but he was calling somebody that it wasn't her over and over. I think he was calling somebody Nancy Pelosi. Hey Google, how old is Donald Trump?
78 years old.
Oh, he's 78. Hey Google, how old is Joe Biden?
81 years old.
Oh, Biden's a little older. He's 81. At least Trump's still in his 70s. Biden's in his 80s. Hey Google, how old is Kamala Harris?
59 years old.
Oh, she's not even 60 yet. But she's still batshit crazy. No, she's not crazy. She's just horrible at what she does. And she's a Democrat. She's going to be soft on the border, soft on crime. That's why when I vote locally, and we have to vote for the judges, I vote Republican across the board. Mainly because I've always believed that judges should be tough on crime. And so I know a Republican judge is going to be tough on crime. So I usually vote for a Republican across the board for anything locally, because I don't know enough about any of the candidates. I try to watch when I see a commercial on the news saying this candidate or that candidate does this or that. I try to watch out for that, just to get, I don't know. I don't know the names of the current. I think in the presidential election year is when you vote for all of these. When you vote for the senator and all the rest of the stuff too. But I don't know anything about that, so I don't know.
Don't wait. Call now. You'll talk to a real person and you'll get a free discussion guide for your next doctor's visit.
My husband and
I just think, and I know a lot of people hate Trump, just flat out hate Trump, especially the dead guy who tried to kill him. He is dead, of course, because unlike him, CIA agents can actually shoot. He did all that research and, you know, tested the wind speed and how far he'd be away from the president and, you know, all this and that. And he did all that research and still missed him. He didn't miss him. He hit him in the ear, nicked his ear. But if Trump hadn't turned, he turned his head right at the last second. And if he hadn't done that, apparently he'd have been, his brain would have been on the floor. He would have been dead, in other words. He did go back to, where was it? He went back to wherever the first assassination attempt took place. Hey Google, where did the first assassination attempt take place?
This came back from a search.
And it allows them to process more apricots at a time.
To brand this reimagined Middle Eastern delicacy, he gives it an original.
Where did Trump's first assassination attempt come from?
I can search the web for that. Just tap the search chip below.
Joseph and Ray.
In 1960, to introduce Jore fruit rolls, Shalhoub targets Middle Eastern communities who are familiar with Aberdeen.
They had a number of contracts with grocery stores and supermarkets in the New York area, and there was a market for it. People were interested. They found some loyal customers, and it was kind of growing at that point.
It was amazing because it was a snack that wasn't like anything anyone else had.
Anyway, wherever it was, you probably are screaming at me right now. It was here, it was here, it was wherever.
As sales of Jore surge, Shalhoub starts to recognize them.
But I don't know where it was. I forgot. What I do know is he went back there for he just went back there, I guess it was yesterday, or maybe the day before, for another rally. And he got to the podium and he said he was in the same, you know, city, the same place. Well, I guess they go by states, not cities. So I guess you try to adopt an entire state, not a city. So he was wherever he was, Wisconsin or wherever. And I got to the podium and said, as I was saying, I thought that was very clever and very funny.
Building and installing all new machinery for their factories. A very costly undertaking, especially when you consider that this is all to double down on an idea that by all financial measures is not a winner.
The hopper contains the cheese in a molten state.
But as the board is losing faith,
Stay with me.
Kraft mounts one final
We got popcorn and a movie in an hour today.
Cheese slice today is a no-brainer. You picture a yellow, orange square wrapped up in its little plastic wrap, and you know what that means. Back then, people had no idea. Turn off the projector, turn on the lights, please.
Apparently they're going to the zoo on the 15th of October.
Behold, the future.
I doubt I'm going with.
wrap, every single slice.
I guess I could.
Suddenly you got this very obvious pre-sliced cheese, didn't stick together.
But I doubt I am.
Take it out, just handle it.
Unless I'm allowed to take my powered chair. I couldn't roll around the zoo in my manual chair. My arm and my leg would be so tired. Actually, I couldn't do it. I don't think I could physically do it. Not that it'd be too hard. It's just I don't think I could. If I could, I would. But I can't, so I won't, as they say. There's another one of my roommates walking in front of the camera who will complain about being on the video if he finds out he is.
Are legitimately that. 37 years after sliced bread was introduced, these come on the market and they take care
What am I talking about? Oh, Trump.
Just as long
I don't like when I get on a public rant, not a public, but a politics rant, because people get mad and they unsubscribe, which is silly. I would never unsubscribe from someone for saying something I didn't like, or having an opinion I didn't like. Well, except for in one situation.
But now, you got all these sandwiches and cheese, ham and cheese, bologna and cheese, turkey and cheese.
Lance Stewart, my beloved Lance Stewart, the first person that I actually watched vlogs about him. I discovered vlogs on YouTube watching Lance Stewart. And I couldn't get enough. I'd rush home from from school every day. Not high school, but I was in college at the time. I'd rush home from school just to see if he's posted another video for that day. And when he did, I was just so happy. I'd sit there and watch his videos and laugh and laugh and laugh. And then years later, he made the statement that he had just paid his taxes, and then he started dogging America. He's like, yeah, land of the free, yeah, home of the brave. He started dogging America, and that pissed me off. I didn't unsubscribe, but I quit watching. I have not watched another vlog of Lance Stewart since then. But I like Lance Stewart, so I got my Lance Stewart fill from watching Cody Young, who was hanging out with, Lance was visiting Cody, or vice versa, but I watched Cody's channel. No money from my views went to Lance Stewart, and I still got to see him and enjoy it. I didn't quit liking him because of that statement. I quit respecting him because of that statement. I still haven't watched another vlog of his since he made that statement against America because he had to pay his taxes. Poor rich guy had to pay his taxes in the country that made him rich. So many, including Donald Trump. But obviously that's not made me hate him. He, this is the land he made his money, and now he's a multi-billionaire, or he was before his first run for president. I don't know how much it cost him. I'm sure he used his own money. I don't know how much it cost to run, but I'm sure it was very expensive. He started off at about $3 billion at the beginning of the race. I don't know where he is now. Let's see. Hey, Google. What is Donald Trump's net worth?
The net worth of Donald Trump is $4 billion.
Oh. He's made money since then. I know he was about $3 billion rich. Now he's $4 billion rich. There's probably interest on the money he already had. I don't know. Or better, more good investments, whatever it was. Now he's richer than he was before. But I don't use, the reason I didn't vote for Trump the first time was because, one, I didn't think he'd be a very good president, and two, I thought he was a fucking jerk. I still believe he's a fucking jerk, but I just think he's a good president. I think John McCain was a hero. He served his country, was captured, and was tortured, and he was a hero. Anyone who goes to war for this country is a hero. And that includes John McCain, not McClane. Who's John McClane? I think that's Bruce Willis's character in Die Hard. But John McCain, Senator John McCain, had gone, I think it was in Vietnam. He was captured and tortured by the Viet Cong. I don't know. But anyway, Trump made a statement about John McCain. I guess he was running. I guess John McCain was running. I don't know. This was during his first run. I don't know. I don't know if Hillary was running with McCain or what. Hey, Google. Who was Hillary Clinton running with when she ran the first time against Trump?
I can search the web for that. Just tap the search chip below.
You know what? Who wants that? I'm coming.
But not so many, not so properly aimed, not so skillfully carried out.
Hey, Google. Who was Hillary Clinton's running mate?
According to Wikipedia, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, the 2016 Democratic nominee for President of the United States, chose Senator Tim Kaine of Virginia as her running mate. The formal nomination took place at the 2016 Democratic National Convention.
So I don't know what McCain had to do with any of it, but he took a dig at McCain, saying, I don't know about you, but I want my heroes not to be captured. Saying McCain wasn't a hero. Saying, I don't know about you, but I want my American heroes not to get captured. What an asshole. You wouldn't be anywhere near a war, you fucking coward. I don't doubt all these things, but I still will vote for him. I don't like him for the same reasons most other people don't like him, but it ain't because of any law, any legal trouble he's in. That doesn't do it. I do respect the fact that despite an attempt on his life with a rifle, he still protects the Second Amendment and then protects people's right to own and bear arms, including that same rifle that almost had him killed. That's because he protects the Bill of Rights, including the Second Amendment. Alright, well I guess I gotta go. I'm supposed to get my finger stuck for my blood check, for my AccuCheck for my blood sugar. I'm gonna go. Peace.